Hey everybody, welcome back to Shock and Schlock. I'm your host, Herschel Gillis, and today I'm back after the 31 Days of Horror. I was going to do a video yesterday, but some family stuff came up. But some of you know if you follow me on Instagram. Um, I'm doing fine, though. So I'm back today to do another review, this time of another shot on video film. In fact, this is one of the earliest shot on video films as well. Um, and in my opinion, still one of the best, or one of the best ever released. That would be the 1983 film Sledgehammer from director David Pryor. Sledgehammer is a sort of slasher film shot on video. It was one of the earliest shot on video films, as I mentioned. It was not the first, which that honor goes to Boarding House, but that was released theatrically, while this one was direct to video. So this is sort of like started the whole direct to video, shot on video movement. Um, Story, pretty basic. A kid murders his mother and her partner with a sledgehammer, and then 10 years later, this group of people stay in the house for the weekend, and the ghost of the boy comes back to haunt them and pick them off one by one. Not really any twists and turns. There are a couple things that are interesting story wise, but nothing like you don't see coming or anything like that. But yeah, this film is just immensely entertaining. I want to start out by saying that. Um, there's so much wrong with this film, but that's sort of what makes it great. I mean, in my opinion, my favorite shot on video films are always the ones that are not very good. Like, they always have this charm to them, but they may not, the budget may be low, or the acting may be bad, or the special effects may be bad. And in this case, yeah, it's pretty much all wrong. First of all, let's talk about the characters. So, in a slasher movie, the characters are usually like in 80s slashers and all these, they're like caricatures of people and they all fit the stereotypes. This one has, imagine the jock character from something, but the jock character is every character in the movie. And they're all weird and boneheaded, and yeah. Um the women though in this are actually sort of less stereotypical, I would say, which was interesting. They all just kind of like put up with the shit from the men, but they're not like sleeping with everybody all the time and all that stuff. So that was definitely appreciated. But the characters are all really weird. And one of my favorite parts of this is there's this character that has his shirt off the entire film. Maybe 5 minutes with a shirt on out of the entire runtime, and he's in it a lot. Um, Everybody else outside though is wearing like long sleeves and jackets and long pants, and he's just walking around with no shirt on. It's like, isn't he cold? And there's no reason why he shouldn't have a shirt on. Like, he doesn't go swimming. He's not doing work outside. He's just shirtless inside, outside, wherever. There's also a food fight scene in this film that comes out of nowhere with full-grown adults. Realized after watching this film they were supposed to be teenagers, but these people look like they have a mortgage and a family. This is the oldest group of teenagers I've ever seen in the film. They have a food fight, and it goes on for a really long time. And then they show the entire cleanup too. Like, what? Um, the dialogue is very weird in this too, and my favorite line comes from there's a part where they do a seance to try to, because that's what teenagers do in these movies. And they do a seance, and one of the you hear the voice of this ghost, and he says, "I'm going to." He says, "I wanted to kill you," and the guy just goes, "Bullshit," and it cracks me up. It's very funny. The dialogue isn't awful, but you know, it's entertaining, and that's what I'm looking for in these films. Um, and whenever I watch a shot on video film, I like to compare it to my favorite, which is Things. This is definitely more cohesive story wise than that. It at least follows like this basic slasher movie plot, so it progresses along. The characters, you actually end up sort of liking some of them because they're so weird. Um, just really entertaining to watch. And the killer in this sort of dances on a line between looking really stupid and being creepy. And it's like, it really depends on the shot. There are some shots where he looks genuinely creepy with this weird, like, smiling mask, and the other ones he just looks goofy. And it's just based on the context that it really varies, which is weird. And another thing, this isn't a spoiler because it's literally like the entire thing. Um, the killer dances between being a child and a full grown man. But yeah, um, that's kind of weird. We also don't know how the boy died. So did the boy die and then his ghost grew up, or did he grow up and then die? We don't know. Um, so that's kind of odd. And he also like materializes out of nowhere because he's a ghost. But there are parts where it literally doesn't make any sense for him to do so. Like if he's a ghost, then and he's not trying to like scare anybody, why does he just materialize walking in a hallway with nobody in it and then disappears again? Beats me, but it's weird and funny. And there are some actually genuinely creepy parts in this, but those are definitely overshadowed by the so bad that it's good acting and sound design and special effects and everything. The special effects in this are kind of bad. Um, and it's much less gruesome than a lot of slasher movies. There's one really cool kill in the beginning that's involving the little boy. He smashes someone's head open, you see their brain and stuff. That one's probably the nastiest kill in the film. The rest are pretty just basic stuff for the most part. Um, but yeah, it's well paced. It's fun. The acting is bad but funny. You can tell the people that made this had a lot of fun making it too. Um, and it's not even like one of the worst slasher movies that I've ever seen, even like quality wise. It's yeah. For being one of the first shot on video films, this definitely like sets a precedent, I would say. It's really good. I mean, it's a classic of like bad trash filmmaking. It still has a cult following some 40 years almost later. Um, and I have to give it to Intervision, the sub label of Severin. Um, they just released the best stuff. Like, what can I say? I mean, they were. I've already. This is the third Intervision film that I fourth Intervision film, like released film that I have reviewed on the channel. They released Things, Hey Stop Stabbing Me, this, The Burning Moon. Um, Ones that I haven't checked out yet would be like The Masturbating Gunman and a lot of stuff like that, which I plan on reviewing in the future. Um, they just, yeah, I love Severin, I love Intervision, and you should pick up this DVD. It's streaming on Tubi TV for free too. But this one comes with audio commentary, a little featurette, a couple of those, and an interview with the director. So yeah, recommended. Video quality's the best you're gonna get for a shot on video film. So yeah, you're never gonna see like a Blu-ray of these because I mean, what's the Blu-ray is not gonna do much for the filmmaking in this, I have to say. Um, but yeah, there's just like a bunch of bizarre moments in it. The acting is bad but fun. The killer goes between creepy and silly, and I think that sort of sums up the film. Creepy and silly, kind of go there. It feels like a fever dream, like a weird nightmare thing. And I love this movie. Just highly recommended. Watch it any way you can. It's on Tubi TV for free, so even if you don't buy the DVD, which you should, watch it there. Because if you're a fan of B movies or shot on video trash or any of that, or even slasher movies in general or anything, watch this. It's great. You'll have a good time. Super entertaining. Nothing bad to say about it away from like the actual quality, but that's what makes the film fun. So, yeah, never boring. always either hilarious or creepy. So check it out. That's it for today. I'm your host, Herschel Gillis, signing off for today. Zero thoughts, zero editing, zero brain cells, and zero planning. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't, and keep your notifications on. Gonna come back tomorrow with another strange oddity review, which is Satan's Children. Oh boy, have I got some thoughts on it. Spoiler, I like it, but I do have some thoughts because it was not what I was expecting. So that's on Tubi TV as well. So if you want to check that out before I do the review, do so. But anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Signing off.